Good evening. The police on Teesside are appealing for information after reports that two girls under the age of 10 were sexually assaulted. Detectives say the attack happened yesterday lunchtime in Imperial Avenue in Thornaby. The girls have told officers the man got out of a white van, walked over, then assaulted them before driving off. He's described as white, of medium build and between 25 and 50 years old. A fire at a former waste site in Sunderland has cost the City Council tens of thousands of pounds. The blaze at the abandoned plant in May took 3 weeks to fully extinguish. Now a council report has put unrecoverable costs of moving waste on the site and subsequent air monitoring at £176,000. Investigations into the cause are still ongoing. A plaque honouring a soldier who received the Victoria Cross, the highest award for gallantry, has been unveiled in Gateshead. Edward Charlton, a guardsman in the 2nd Battalion Irish Guards, died after protecting his comrades during the Second World War. Julie Smith reports.
Honouring Edward Charlton, a World War II hero born here in Winlayton. This a poignant moment with members of his family, the Irish Guards, his former regiment and the local community gathering to remember and honour him.
At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them.
In April 1945, the tank Edward was driving was hit. He was shot 3 times protecting his comrades and later died of his wounds, aged just 24. He was awarded a posthumous Victoria Cross.
It was well represented and I was very pleased about that. They put a lot of effort in to show their appreciation.
He was the last recipient of the Victoria Cross for his regiment. The representatives of his regiment have actually said how important it was and they were really honoured to come up here.
That's why I'm called Val. So my initials were VC, because I was the grandchild that was born after he won the Victoria Cross. So yeah, and my brother is Michael Edward. So Michael, because it's after the mix, which were the Irish Guards, and Edward after Edward. So the story is, yeah, absolutely embodied in our family life, really.
The plaque is a permanent reminder of Edward's selfless bravery. It's hoped to keep his memory alive for future generations. Julie Smith, BBC Look North, Winlayton in Gateshead.
Well, next month marks 100 years since the fighting ended in the First World War, and this weekend one church in Whitby has been transformed with a stunning display of 7,000 handmade poppies, a display that was blessed today by the Bishop of Whitby.
As we approach Remembrance Day, St Mary's Church in Whitby has been transformed both outside and in. It follows preparations that began this time last year to mark 100 years of the end of the First World War. An appeal was made for people to knit and crochet poppies. The response was overwhelming, with 7,000 today on display.
I think it's had a wonderful effect on Whitby. People have said they can see the poppies. I've saw them as I was coming over the new bridge coming back, and I thought it's just amazing that people haven't forgot those who gave their lives for us to set us free.
At a special service today, the display of red poppies was blessed by the Bishop of Whitby. It's thought hundreds of people responded to the appeal, with one lady single-handedly making 2,000 of them.
The sheer number of poppies, it's just incredible seeing them all here, and that's a reminder of how many people, both those who are serving and also the people at home, how they were all caught up in this extraordinary event that's really shaped our history since.
The poppies will be on display until the 1st of December, a distinctive splash of red in this special centenary year. Phil Connell, BBC Look North, Whitby.
Sunderland Council says closing the city's newest bridge for a couple of hours on Tuesday to allow filming of BBC One's Strictly was the right decision despite inconvenience to motorists. The Northern Spire appeared in last night's programme when contestant Faye Tozer, who lives nearby, took to the bridge to practice a foxtrot with partner Giovanni Panici. Rugby, and in the European Champions Cup, Newcastle Falcons scored a stoppage-time try to beat the French side Montpellier at Kingston Park this afternoon. Trailing by 4 points as the clock ticked to 80 minutes, a heroic 6-minute period of pick and go saw Callum Chick score the decisive try to give Falcons back-to-back wins to take them to the top of their group. Right, let's get the region's weather forecast now with Owain Wynne Evans.
Hello, hello. Well, the weather settles down a bit over the next few days. It's been a decent enough weekend and it's looking pretty quiet as we look ahead to the start of the working week as well. Here's how it's looking out there tonight. Pretty quiet. We may just see a few mist and fog patches forming. It is going to be a cold night though. Temperatures around town down to say 2 or 3 Celsius, so colder than that across rural parts. We could see some slippery surfaces tomorrow morning. Brightening up, plenty of sunshine tomorrow morning. It's a good looking day and it should remain dry as well. Just a bit of cloud sort of bubbling up at times across the northeast in Cumbria. It will get a bit breezier as we head through the day and tomorrow's top temperatures reaching 12 Celsius. So this is the situation on the pressure chart. High pressure, that sticks around over the next few days. It will turn a bit breezier at times. Monday looks good, a bit cloudier on Tuesday.
Thanks, Owain. That's it so far this Sunday. Always more news and sport and weather online, of course, but I'll be back here with our late update at 10:20. Have a good evening.